Data from the United States Census Bureau says Atlanta has the worst wealth inequality out of every major city in the United States. So let's talk about who this hurts, how it came to be, and what's being done to change it. My name is Joseph, and this is the Atlanta Journal-Constitution in context. Now, if I say anything that sounds interesting and you want to read more, our investigative reporter Dylan Jackson has a full story on this. It'll be the first link right below that like button. Now, first, I think it's important we talk about the term income inequality, because it does not mean the city is struggling financially. As a matter of fact, the metro area has 17 out of the state's 19 Fortune 500 companies, and the state of Georgia continues to rank among the most attractive in the country to do business. What it does mean, however, is Atlanta has the biggest wealth gap in the nation, according to U.S. Census data. And the differences are the most stark when we split them on racial and geographical lines. For example, the median household income for a black family in Atlanta is $28,000, while the median income for a white family in Atlanta is roughly $84,000. That is triple a black family's yearly income. And overall, black residents make up about half of the city's population. This wealth gap is only exacerbated by some macroeconomic trends like general inflation, especially when it comes to food and gas. Kyle Wade, president and CEO of the Atlanta Community Food Bank, said, quote, "When a very large percentage is vulnerable to that kind of economic pressure, it says we have a lot of work to do." But how is this happening? Like, we all live in the same city, so how is the economic inequality this stark? And this is where the geographical part comes into play. Buckhead in the north is majority white and among the city's wealthiest areas. Thomasville Heights in southeast Atlanta is majority black and among the city's poorest neighborhoods, according to census data. Now, experts point to several factors in Atlanta's past and present that have contributed to the wealth gap. Factors like pervasive redlining, mass incarceration, gentrification, and lack of healthcare access within Atlanta, most recently highlighted by the closure of Atlanta Medical Center last month. Now, I could do an essay-length video on any of those factors I just named, but to put it succinctly, where you live matters. It affects the healthcare you receive, the school your kids go to, even the public transportation that's available to you. As Georgia Gwinnett economics professor Jason Delaney says, quote, "City boundaries are incredibly political. And who gets to live on what side of which line is a fight that's been happening all over the nation for decades, and Atlanta is no exception." Now, in order to correct this problem, Tanae Traylor, a co-founder of Atlanta's Wealth Building Initiative, says a mix of race-neutral and race-explicit strategies, such as providing capital for black-owned businesses, are needed to address Atlanta's wealth gap. Quote, "What happened in the city happened with intent. So we have to be intentional about how we address the harm and black people being locked out. We do it with deep love of our city." So now we want to hear from you. What do you think about this? How would you fix the wealth gap in Atlanta? Let me know any and all thoughts in that comment section down below. And hey, while you're leaving that carefully worded and respectful comment, go ahead and press that subscribe button so you never miss a video. Press the like button if you like this video. It really helps out the channel. Go ahead and share this with someone who needs to know the context and the information. But as always, my name is Joseph, and this is the Atlanta Journal-Constitution in context.